going on, family? Sundayz with Showtime. And if you haven't been tuned in, I've been talking about how I'm going to start just adding some videos on Sundays, and basically just kind of vibing after my class. I taught the class, and following the concept from February, Mr. 28 Days, where I just kind of every day gave out a nutritional fact or just some info that normally when I work with people one-on-one, I give that info. So I had a lot of recommendations and a lot of requests just to keep that thing going. So I wanted to add it on to my Sundayz with Showtime and just make sure I'm making a video and basically giving out some info. And like I said, it's going to be the first day of the YouTube channel. I need you to subscribe, like it, continue to comment, continue to give me all the feedback. The information is definitely good information, and really what I'm trying to do is really just get in the minds, of those who are on the fence about this working out, on the fence about their nutrition, but really don't really see an importance of it. I'm definitely a witness. If you know me, then you know that I've had issues in my life to where my decision to incorporate my health, my nutrition and fitness has definitely saved me and helped me a lot in life. So I just wanted to share some of that info, some of that knowledge. And today I'm gonna get right into it. I was asked to speak in my church about nutrition today, so I kind of prepared just a little bit, just some tips. I'm not a nutritionist, so I just like to basically, just give info that I feel like would help. Things that I've heard that help me, or things that I've heard someone else, just things that the average person, that'll help the average person. A lot of times when you throw these terms at us and you tell us we got to read every label and we got to count every calorie, to the average person that may seem a little difficult. So what I try to do is basically just try to simplify that a little bit and offer other ways, other ways of doing it, and just easier ways, more, I would say, more average human being friendly, I would say. So today I just kind of wanted to give those tips that I was going to give at the church about the nutrition. Just a few tips. One of my first big things is patience. Okay, patience. A lot of times people try to make goals when dealing with nutrition. You try to make these unrealistic goals, and that deters your whole mood. That really slows everything down when you make these unrealistic goals that you can't keep. I spoke with someone yesterday that was having issues basically with going back on her word, just was cheating. She said she would cut bread, said she wanted to cut sugars, but every other night she found herself going back to that bread and sugar. So a friend of hers she was with actually told her the same thing I wanted to tell her. Basically, set smaller goals, be realistic with yourself. Have that patience. Don't rush it. Because if you rush it, what happens is you rush it and you see yourself cheating, and then you get so hard on yourself that really, after so much of cheating, you don't want to do it at all. And that's not what that's worse than than how you started. So I always say just be real patient. Be patient with yourself. Set realistic goals. I always say try a week. I'm big on cheat days. When I work with somebody one-on-one, or if you work with me for whatever reason, you'll know that I won't try to start you off cutting everything or cold turkey on everything unless you feel like you have that discipline. But a lot of times I'm speaking to the average person, or I'm speaking to someone in my church, trying to help someone in my church or someone in my community. And what I've seen to work is start off small. Actually, when I got in the game, before I was knowledgeable, I started off with just a cheat day. Like, we would cheat on the weekends. I love fried chicken. When I used to eat red meat, pork, I love the bacon. I love the all types of things. But, I would limit that stuff to the weekends. You wouldn't see me every day indulging in that if I knew it wasn't good for me, if I knew it was going to clog my arteries, stop my blood flow, or, increase my weight, something that wasn't healthy for me. we made that conscious decision as a family. On the weekends, we're going to try this, you know, and this was just us, you know, just experimenting. We knew we wasn't going to give it up right then and there. We wasn't going to give everything up. So we started off with the cheat weekend as what we did. As a family, I did this with my wife and my daughter. And then gradually we learned more. We were able to, you know, transition. We seen it, okay, well now we're limiting that to the weekends. Maybe I can go a month without it. Maybe I can just do without it. Okay, well maybe I can every now and then this fried chicken. You know, I'm a big fried chicken guy, so I always speak about fried chicken. You know, that was really one of my, you know, one of the ones that I had. I had fried chicken with every meal. I gotta have fried chicken. And also, in addition to patience, planning and preparation. All right, so preparation is another big one. I see a lot of people blame a lot of things that really don't deserve to be blamed. You know, I see people, you know, with the vegan thing trending. Everybody wants to call meat this, meat that, while they're still indulging in all this other stuff. You know, so I say preparation. A lot of times it's not always the meat and things that you think it is. A lot of times it's the preparation. It's the way you prepare your foods, the seasonings you use. Do you fry it? Are you baking things? You know, are you using a lot of butters? Are you using a lot of extra condiments? You know, a lot of times it's not even, you know, before we even get to the meat, there's so much other stuff that can be checked. You know, before you try to switch to an all green diet that you might not, you know, I've seen so many people go vegan and then the next month or so I'm watching them eat meat. You know, so I just said all that to say, you know, that preparation, you know, the way you prepare your foods, you know, like a lot of times that if you get that right, you know, that can eliminate some of that other stuff. You know, yeah, and also meal prepping. You know, I know it's real popular in the bodybuilding, the physique type world. Really for a lot of athletes, you know, powerlifters. You know, and why they do that is just so they won't have to make those quick runs to McDonald's. They won't have to go off diet. You know, they're prepared. And to get a little bit in depth with the meal prepping, it's just basically having those healthy options with you. You know, that's prepping. That's getting up one day and saying, okay, well, I'm gonna make a couple. I know lunch is at noon, and normally I have to go to McDonald's because I don't have any food prepared. Prep you something that you look, that you study, that you know that, okay, well, this is a healthy option for me. This is gonna work for me. This is gonna keep me out of that doctor's office so frequently. All right, so that's really what it's all about at the end of the day. Pro-life, prolonging that life. Yeah, and yeah, just little things like that. You know, yeah, I say, you know, just set those smaller goals. Make sure you're prepared. You know, always do your research. Find out. You know, don't just take. It's so much going on nowadays in the world with fitness trending, with with all this trending. You know, I hear so many people. Everybody's qualified to tell you something. You know, make sure that whoever you're getting the knowledge from is somebody knowledgeable and able to give you that knowledge. But yeah, so this is the first one. Today I just wanted, you know, really light, just to kind of touch over some things. Keep the questions flowing in, keep the comments flowing in. Make sure you subscribe, tell a friend to subscribe. All the videos will be something like this, more in depth. I'm gonna get more in depth. This is the first one. I really just want to, you know, kind of capture your attention, let you know what I'm talking about, why I'm talking about it. Again, I've stated before that, you know, I've actually had issues that I've been able to overcome through switching up my nutrition and, you know, being physically active. So I'm actually a product, you know, of what I'm speaking of. And I just, you know, all my knowledge and everything that I try to share is something that I've done, or me and my wife have done, or, you know, just something that we've already tested, you know. So it works, you know. So that's why I try to feed factual information, you know, and I just try to get everybody moving. You know, I think this is a great thing, and if we all, you know, make sure that we're being a little bit, just a little conscious about our health and what we put in our mouths, man, I think it'll be good, you know. What I'm gonna say too before the video, and manufacturers, their job is to sell a product, you know. they're not always, not every manufacturer has the consumer in mind. You know, so they're really just putting the products on the shelf, and they're trying to extend shelf life. They're just trying to, you know, sell a product. Nothing personal, you know, but every time, not all the times, everything in those labels are 110% good for the body, you know. So again, you know, moderation, that preparation, you know, and planning, and being prepared, and that patience. You know, you want to set realistic goals. But yeah, that's it for today. Sundays with Showtime. Tune in every Sunday after class here at the Simmons YMCA, 3 p.m. East side of Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, so this is how we're gonna do it. Again, all feedback is welcome. Comments, and subscribe. Information is gonna get better. We get better with time. All right. Sundays with Showtime.